Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast, Player Prop Edition. Sean Higgs, Kevin Thomas coming at you here. It's a Player Prop Thursday. Ravens and the Miami Dolphins for the, what would it be, the 29th? Well, Thursday night? Man, where's the time go? Holy cow. Got Halloween, November 1st. Anyway, listen, hit the like button if you like Halloween. Listen, this is like the day before Halloween, so you know what? After you cash these, you're going to have time to run to the store before the kids come and hand out full-length candy bars. So don't give out a fun size like that. Don't be that guy on your block. Nobody wants to come visit because you're giving out those vanilla Nico wafers that nobody loves, or freaking that crap pack of Tootsie Roll and nonsense. And no one's that guy. Man, who really wants to come on. Get the full size. Cash on the props. Will be on our way. Like, notification bell. You don't want to miss out. Free picks, NFL, college football, NBA, college hoops in a week. You know, we're doing big things here at Gamblers World. You want to be part of it here on the Winner Circle YouTube channel. As I said, gamblersworld.net. Top plays, premium action, the free picks are the free picks, player props, free stuff, great. Top plays, all the big money stuff where we buy our full-size candy bars. It's from gamblersworld.net. 3 738 packages guaranteed. Go get it. Why wouldn't you want the 7-day? Football 7 days a week. That's what people love. That's what you love. I get it. I want to push the 30-day. You want the 7-day? Go get it. It's all sports included, and it's guaranteed to show you a profit or we credit you back. It is what it is. Kevin, how's the weekend? What do you got in store for this week as we talk here a little ahead of time?
Oh, it was a great weekend. If you knew my father was in the hospital and he got released, so everything's good. College football, not so good. Yeah. NFL swept on Sunday. Monday night, I got sucked in on that total. I figured Washington would at least put up 16 points in that game, and boy, they let me down. So I was leaning on the Chiefs, but I just thought that spread was a little much for a game that, sometimes Andy Reid takes his foot off the gas in games like that. So I got a little nervous. So I lost on that. So 3-1 NFL over the Saturday, Sunday.
There you go. Hey, listen, number one, Dad's good. That's all. That's the big win. There you go. That's the lead here of a winning weekend.
Undefeated 76ers as well. 3-0.
All right, easy, fella. Let's take it easy. This guy said about the Sixers for the season. Folks, come back in 3 weeks when Embiid and Maxey and George are all out injured or some nonsense, and this guy's going to be MFing them off air. Here we go. Ravens and the Dolphins. Baltimore, 7.5-point favorite here. Total of 50.5, Kev. This is a I did this with Matt Fargo as a free pick. You can find the video. I'll talk about it a little bit here. It's an interesting matchup with Lamar being back, right? He was supposed to play. Oh, wait a second. He was on the practice squad, not the regular squad practicing. Looking at this and our picks today, or how you're going to handle it, is he as good to go as he's going to be? Just real fast on the total. Like, you see this number open at 7.5. Obviously, the little shenanigans over the weekend with the line move. They thought he was going to play. The line was X. He decided not to play. It went to Y. This one has held steady even after all that nonsense because they said, maybe they weren't going to play him on a short week on that Sunday anyway. Let's give him a couple extra days. That's the way I look at it. I looked at it as they had a Thursday game. Why put him in Thursday if he's banged up? Or, why play him Sunday if he's banged up and he can come back on Thursday and play? That's what I took out of that.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
We got some. Thanks for that great insight there, Kevin.
Well, right. Here's my thing. If they went to Lamar, and said, "Where do you want to play?" I'm pretty sure Lamar Jackson is from Florida. So going back to Miami in front of his family and friends is a huge, like, here I am, come to Jesus. I'm here to run amok against one of the. And then you're looking at Miami, who I don't know how the hell they held Robinson in Sunday's game. I have Robinson in fantasy. He had 5 points. That ain't going to happen 2 weeks in a row. I think they were playing for jobs, Tua and Coach McDaniel. They were playing for jobs. The Ravens aren't playing for jobs. No one's in jeopardy of losing their job. They're playing to make the playoffs. This total set high for a reason. I think it's going to be a lot of yards on the ground. So I think going back to Florida, I think he's good to go back in his home. He was probably down there most of the time anyway.
That's his spot. Let's move into some of these props here with the Ravens and the Dolphins. A couple anytime tutties we're looking at, me and you here. I have the Ravens props scrolling right now here for you. And I'm going to give you a couple that I have, and I'll throw it to you for yours. I picked the Ravens defense here at 5-1. Tua had a good game last week. He still has 10 interceptions. I know he had a bunch against Cleveland, but the fact is he throws interceptions. I mean, they're going to throw the ball, right? You're going to look at this Ravens defense, and okay, it was off a decent game versus the Bears and the Rams game, which was a weird game. Maybe the Rams just kind of played down to them, like whatever. Cooper Rush, they're not doing anything. That's one of those outliers. These teams have passed on Ravens. I'm expecting them to throw the ball at 5-1 on a defensive special team touchdown. I'm gonna grab a 5-1 there for the Ravens. And our guy Lamar, he's plus 160 to score a touchdown. And as you said, I'm back, everybody. Let me show you I'm healthy. I'm gonna scatter-doodle-do around the end here, punch one in, and do my little 6-7 dance. And look at me, touchdown. Let's get our plus 160 there. And I got to grab Mark Andrews. I'm always grabbing like a tight end. Who doesn't love a tight end? I know they had the big thing. Oh, it's tight end day. Bro, I've been on tight ends for years. Even before football, I was on tight ends. Who doesn't love a tight end when it comes to life? How do you not throw it to the biggest cat on the field who has hands of glue, right? I mean, every quarterback should be looking to their tight end all the time. I mean, he's as big as the offensive defensive lineman, but he's got hands like a wide receiver. I'm going to take my guy, old veteran Mark Andrews, plus 170 there for me. Those are my three. Ravens defensive touchdown 5-1, Lamar plus the 160, and old standby Mark Andrews plus 170. How about you for a Ravens anytime tutty?
Yeah, I'm looking at Miami just because, like you said, with the tight ends, they don't have a tight end. He's on the IR. The guys they brought in just aren't Jono Smith. That's who the Miami had last year. He was a beast for Miami. He was the go-to. Everyone thought it was Tyreek Hill. It was Smith. So Malik Washington, this guy getting 5 targets a game or more since Tyreek Hill went out. Got his first touchdown against the Falcons this week. So I'm looking at him for a touchdown, plus 300 and whatever it is. Look, Waddle's the number one guy, but so do the Ravens. And, they still got 1 or 2 corners that can cover. So I think Malik underneath is going to get a lot of little chunk and sneak one into the end zone for us to get a touchdown. Now, we could go with all the running backs in this game, but that's a ton of juice. That's why I'm looking at Justice Hill. I think after Derrick Henry runs 2 in, I think Justice Hill might catch one, a little slant there. Now, I know they've been getting Keaton back into the game, and I don't know if you're familiar with him. This guy is fast. This guy's a burner. He got injured last year. I saw he came back and got a couple snaps in over the Bears. He's a guy you want to watch out for. He might be a sneaky scorer for me, but I think Justice Hill, Harbaugh isn't one to just give up. He's the backup and Harbaugh is going to get him his touches. And I just think Miami, what they did against the Falcons, I don't know. Falcons might have had some offensive linemen out in that game, but man, they stuffed the run and the Falcons got away from it. I know Kirk Cousins was a statue back there, isn't mobile. Not saying Penix is mobile, but at least he'll move around and make it a little challenging. But we know Lamar moves around, so I think Justice Hill getting a touchdown for the plus money. Those are my two favorite ones here. And I would probably look at any Lamar longest rushing props because in the regular season, this guy runs amok. It's in the playoffs. He becomes a pocket passer and can't.
Hey, let's switch it up to trick you.
Yeah.
We're going to trick you guys. Watch this. the hell are you doing?
Do
That's
what
what they
got
did
you
against
here.
Kansas City 2 years ago. Hey, we got the MVP. It was awesome. But you know what? Watch us. I know we moved the ball all over the first quarter. We moved the ball up and down the field. But watch this. Watch us try to beat you now. We're going to change the whole team and turn them into Troy Aikman in the pocket. Unbelievable. I like the Justice Hill. Again, nice 450 from a backup guy who might come in and steal a spot from Henry. You know, worth it for sure. Worth it for sure there. But sure to check out your watching, folks. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Head on over to gamblesroad.net for all of Kevin's premium action. He's on a nice little NFL run here, apparently. 7-1 there, it says there. So good for Kev rolling along here. He likes
Monday. Oh, sorry. That Monday night
kills
me. I keep thinking about it.
I had the Chiefs on Monday night, but I didn't put it as a pick because I had I do my little look at line show. I grabbed my 4.5 thinking, you know what? If Washington, maybe quarterbacks still hurt. You don't know. You got this quarterback situation. A lot of these teams, you could come in and snipe out these lines, And with Kansas City last night, what were they going to win by? They have Buffalo this week, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And again, on the flip side of hitting a 4.5, I did have a team total first half for them, 14.5. Didn't get their team total on the game. I figured they'd want to come in, get out to a fast start, and then kind of ease their way in the second half. I don't expect them to be in the game at halftime or in the third quarter where they're fighting to win. That's not what you need before a Buffalo game, or any rivalry game. That's a huge game. That's a big game, folks. That's a big game. We'll have a free pick on that here at Gamblers World, so check that out. Let's move on now to a couple other props I have here for the Dolphins here. So I got a little H-Chan, 2 TDs. He's juicy on one, right? I mean, any running back, okay, they score a touchdown. They're always 2-1, big juicy odds. He catches stuff out of the backfield. Tua has been throwing the ball, right? He's thrown 10 interceptions. There's still catches. Let's bump up that completion percentage. He's that guy who's going to throw it to somebody's hands. A-Chain's caught a couple, I think, out of the backfield already for touchdowns. I'm going to get one on the ground already. You're going to give me 2 at 4-1? Yeah. He might take 2 anyway. You don't know. Again, this is the Ravens defense. I've seen them give up 40 points a couple times this year. Now they're back on a short week. Yeah, you're not finding me buying that. Give me A-Chain 4-1 here. And a Waddle. Here's our guy. Our guy Matt Fargo told us at the beginning of the year in August to grab a Waddle over the 4.5 touchdowns for the season.
Yeah.
Was it you or Matt? I forgot which one he had it in there. Was it you? Okay.
This guy.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. I remember the show. I wasn't sure. It
was 3.5 touchdowns, I think.
3.5.
Yeah,
he's got that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cashed the Waddle prop if you watched this in the summertime here. So, and that was before Tyreek got hurt. This kid is 26, and I don't think he's even scratched the surface because of all the nonsense he's got to play with down here in Miami. So 140 for a touchdown for him. Okay, thank you. A lot of times I ladder up the reception yards. I'm going to keep it simple this time, right? Let's just try to sweep the board. Again, I don't keep records of all of our props because when we hit a I was going to say an RBI prop. We hit a touchdown prop. They're 3-4-1 sometimes. That's kind of skew stuff. This is just you watch it. If it hits, great. If it doesn't, you shouldn't be putting a huge lot of money on these anyway. 70 receiving yards is plus 115. Again, you can get this. He can get this on a slant on 2nd and 6 in the first quarter. He can go for 73 and a touchdown on one catch. I'm going to take the plus money on him for a touchdown and a receiving yards here. Kev, what do you think?
Yeah, I think he only had like 2 touches in that last game, and man, he went to house. He was moving.
Right.
But I also like Ollie Gordon the second. We were talking about A-Chain. This guy, he goes 100 miles an hour, but he's kind of like Christian McCaffrey. He wears himself out, and then at the after they get after the 50-yard line, they gotta give him a little breather. And this Ollie Gordon, sometimes he vultures some of those red zone runs.
Yeah.
And for plus money, I might lay on him. I mean, he's a big kid at 6'2". He's a nice little change, especially against that Ravens defense. They made the Bears look bad, but the Bears should have won that game. I mean, geez, that was just a bad performance.
speaking of vulturing in, I took a hunt of 3-1 touchdown last night for Kansas City, and he ended up getting 2. But I mean that's a great payday on 2. I think it was probably like 800 or probably 1,500 to 1 probably. The guy leads the team in touchdowns, and he's getting 3-1 odds. Like, what are we doing?
Well, they didn't think that Pinchero would get hurt, and then Smith, they used him, but Hunt was kind of injured. So the fact that, Andy Reid, he lies about the injury report all the time. So Kareem Hunt.
Well, that was funny because Rice had scored that touchdown. They took it off the board, and then Tom comes in and scores it. Oh my goodness! Imagine having a Rice anytime. Well, Rice got an anytime tutty anyway, but imagine having his first tutty and it's taken off the board for like that. You'd be, all right, recapping. My Dolphin pops 2 touchdowns for A-Chain, 4-1. Waddle anytime tutty, 140. Over 7.5 receiving yards, plus 115. Ravens, we're going to defensive one because I think Tua Tagovailoa turnover lives up to his name that someone gave him. I stole from him. I love that. Tua Tagovailoa turnover, 5-1 for defensive touchdown. Lamar, welcome back. Welcome back. The dreams were your ticket out. A little welcome back Cotter for you fans out there. Plus 160.
Mark up your nose for the 70. Hose.
Yeah. Signed Juan Epstein's mother. It's fabulous. What a show. And now that guy's a big card guy. Ooh, I mean, unbelievable. Hey, he looked 50 in 1977. How old is he? Now?
And he still looks 50.
Gabe Kaplan? Oh, my goodness. Kevin's anytime tutties. Malik Washington, plus 310. Justice Hill for the Ravens at plus 450. There you go. Anytime touchdowns. I got the receiving prop. We got you covered here on the Winner Circle YouTube channel. Be sure to check out our other free pick videos. Put the notification bell on. You want the side and total? Go check it out. It's up. I'm not telling you who we took. You got to look. I can't give it all away. Just watch the video and hit the like button. All right. Your comments always welcome. Who do you like in the player prop arena here on a Thursday night? And again, you want Kevin the best bet tonight on this game? Maybe NBA. I don't know. You probably have the Sixers. I'm just saying, if it's this guy. So.
Nah. Nah. I bet against them their second week, and I got the cover. I wouldn't. Nah.
Our best bets, whether it's NBA, NHL, college football, NFL, soon. College basketball starts at 8 a.m. on Tuesday. 8 a.m. game. Queens is playing. We got Queens and Winthrop. I don't know. I might be looking at Winthrop as a home fave there early in the morning. Definitely an under at 8 a.m. Definitely an under. Good game. A lot of squeaky shoes. I love those kind of games on TV. You hear everything, bad words and all. Anyway, that's a show. That's a topic for another day. For Kevin, myself, Gambler's World Winner Circle. Thanks for watching our player prop show. Kev, good luck to you this week.
You too.